Hello there and welcome to my channel. My name's John and today we're going to be making this beautiful focaccia to pair with our leek and broccoli soup. It's going to be beautiful. Come on, I'll show you how to do it. Rightio, first we'll get our yeast started. So I've got 150 mils of warm water in here and I've dissolved a heaped teaspoon of sugar in there. I'm now going to add about one and a half teaspoons of sure baker's yeast. This is yeast that's been it's got enzymes and so forth added to it. It's used primarily in bread making to create a better texture to the bread as it ages. So basically put, it means it doesn't go stale as quickly. So I guess it's a preservative. How do we feel about that? Right, I'm going to leave this to start foaming and then we'll add it to the rest of the ingredients, which I'll tell you about in just one moment. Right, so next is 250 grams of plain white flour, and all you need to do is make sure the flour is at least 11.5 to 12% protein content. Right, our yeast mixture is foaming nicely, so we'll pop that in there. Added to that will be our 2 tablespoons. I'm going to use rice bran oil. There we go. And then I'll add our flour to that, just gently. Right, I'm now going to put this into my bread maker. There we are. And I'll set that to what am I making? Focaccia. Right, so I'll use the pizza dough setting. There we go. I'll let it do its stuff, 45 minutes. And also, don't forget to add 2 teaspoons of oregano, dried oregano, and 2 teaspoons of dried thyme as well. I just managed to get them in. Right, let's get our dough out of here. A little bit stretchy. So this has had about 12 to 14 minutes of kneading in the bread maker, and then it's been allowed to rest and rise for 30 minutes. So I'm just going to do what we call knocking back now, and I will then put some oil in this tray here, which is my focaccia tray, but I'll just let this relax a bit. If you try to stretch out your dough and it shrinks back, it means that the gluten strands are still actively pulling and pushing. So it just needs to rest. It's only 5 minutes, so I'll just leave that for 5 minutes, I think. Right, I'll put some oil in my tray here, my baking tray. We'll just let it have a little swim there. That's perfect. Now let's get this in here. There we are, that's a lot better. See how I'm stretching it, and it's staying stretched. I'm going to leave this for what I think is going to have to be around about an hour, and then I'm going to add the toppings. Oh, while I'm leaving it, I'll be covering it. Right, while the focaccia is doing its thing, we're going to wash this leek and then chop it up and then saute it in pan. Then we're going to add our broccoli. Okay, there's our leeks all diced up, ready to go. I've put in 25 grams of butter. That's melting away in the pan, and I'll put that in while I cut up the broccoli. Right, in we go. I'll try and get as much of it into the saucepan. Right, I'll get on with cutting the broccoli now. Well, that's cooking. Rightio, now in with the broccoli, and we'll come back once that's got a bit of colour on it. Right, now we're going to add our vegetable stock, a little bit more water, just so it's covering all of the vegetables. I'm going to turn that down and let it simmer for about 20 minutes. Okay, now we've got our focaccia, all lined up. We're going to add some toppings. We've got some tomato here. And I've sliced some pitted black olives on top of there as well. And I've also sprayed some extra virgin olive oil on there too, just to liven up the flavours a bit. Now I've got some red capsicum here. Just got a few bits in there. Oh, I'm really looking forward to this in combination with the leek and broccoli soup. A lovely evening meal to be had. There we are. I'm going to cook that on 180 for what will probably be about 20 minutes. I will have a look after 20 minutes and see whether it's ready. Well, I'm going to add a little bit of parmesan, not too much. We don't want to turn it into a pizza, but I want to have that flavour in there. Rightio. I'll come back in a minute actually, because while it's in the oven we're going to put the soup through the blender. Okay, let's get this soup nice and blended. Bit loud. I think I'll come back once I've done it all. Right, I'm going to put this into the oven. And with the soup, we're going to season it. So, just a little bit of salt, because remember there's stock cubes in there which have salt in them. But you can put in all the black pepper you like. Here we are. I'll stir that through. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You can drizzle some fresh cream in there if you want to. We're just about ready. We're just going to wait on that focaccia and then we'll be serving. And there you have it, straight out of the oven with the focaccia, looking absolutely beautiful. Can't wait to taste that. Let's have a taste of the soup though. Oh wow, that's beautiful. Oh. Right, before I get carried away, that's really nice. Let's have a look at our focaccia. Have a little taste of that. Beautiful. Oh wow. Right, I'm going to go and have a very nice dinner indeed. I hope you make this at home. It's an absolute delight. I will catch you on my next recipe. Thank you for watching.